is so much to report, to talk about, to try and find some profundity in amongst 100 billion suns and countless untold worlds, all nested out here in the dark, alone and untouched by the seemingly unending folly of our race. My name is Nova Kane, and yes, this is a broadcast to bookend my chronicles of the cosmos, my own personal great escape. I never imagined, in truth, between me and you, that I would ever get this far, that I would ever see the sights that I had dreamed of, looking up at the night sky from my little house at home. Home. It all seems so far away now, but yet almost outdated as an idea. In a universe with all of this to see, why would I tether myself to some place of brick and mortar? Anyway, down to business. I'm broadcasting from a world not far from the California Nebula, some thousands of years from civilization. I had hoped it to be a glorious panacea of beauty and exotic sights, but having come from the great wart that is Barnard, it is just more of the reddish same. Despite its lack of new colors, it is still a place thick with a perfume of magic, reminiscent of those times you would cover yourself in a blanket thinking it would somehow make you invisible. The sectors between Barnard and California were, at one time, completely impassable on my journey. Both myself and Natalie were completely unable to find any sort of reasonable route through the void, but with patience on my side, I found a way through. Families of stars, alien worlds that glisten with the slight coax of adventure, and sights most memorable lay here, on the road between destinations. Using the exotic materials to be gathered on the surface of these worlds, I was able to repair many of the ship systems I thought lost, to patch the hull plating, and imbue a new sense of optimism in my continued flight. I had considered returning home, but the odd stumbling across a human artifact, a wayward probe in this instance, continues to steel my resolve. So many have failed, and so many have succeeded in what I am trying to accomplish, although I don't quite know what that is. I began this voyage many months ago, trying to make myself feel more than human. It began as a purely egotistical exercise, the strained logic being that if I left society, it was because it was unworthy. Its many crimes repulsing my all-seeing, all-judging majesty. But if that was how it was to begin, it is not how it is to end. For I have found a commune of explorers and scientists out here. A city built just for people with the same desires as I. It was a shock to see entire convoys of starships sail by as I entered what I believed was another wild and remote star system.
November, Oscar, Victor. This is Darkon. Please follow sanctioned docking procedures and request access to the port.
It had been so long since I had felt the presence of another human being that I found the reunion quite potent. They invited me to join them in their settlement, and I did. We shared stories of the journeys that we had taken separately, but had now come together. They paid handsomely for my survey data, and congratulated me on several brand new discoveries. They gave me food, real food, shook my hand and traded my tales for their own. We were brothers, and I have never felt so connected to the species I call my own. I came out here to find postcard images, to tell the galaxy how adventurous and enviable I was. I didn't come out here to change, but that is exactly what has happened. I have been offered a job within this research commune as an astronomer. I accepted. I won't stay here forever, but this chapter of my journey has come to an end. I started as a boy and ended up as a human being. It is an indescribable feeling, an epiphany for every light year traveled. To those who have keenly watched my broadcasts for inspiration to mount their own expeditions, all I can say is that you will find what you need to find out here, whatever that may be. In the light of alien stars, you can see your reflection in a way you never imagined before. I have seen stars of every color, left tracks on countless worlds, become an amateur chemist with alien pebbles, and carved a path in the sky that will always be there, to remind me of how far I have come. I will reach for the core eventually. I still have the flight plan. I still have the need to see it all. But for now, it is time to make new friends and try out this new personality of mine. We will meet again, you and I. But for now, I must say thank you for being my listener and for being my friend. I hope that I may meet you one day soon, here in the dark. Oh, and I got Natalie fixed. Say hello.
Hello everyone.
Always a charmer. This is Nova Kane, signing off.